Hey guys, I'm Deepthi Desikan, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about some hidden gems, some underrated products. So I feel like these products deserve more love, deserve your attention. Maybe you will find something that you are looking out for. So anyways, I've done so many such videos in the past. I will link them right here in the cards one by one so that you can check them out as well. But right now I have some products where usually I do like makeup videos, underrated makeup, affordable makeup, or usually it's skincare. But today I've mixed everything and there is different price point as well. So let's get started. Firstly, I have to talk to you guys about this one. This is the MyGlamm Lit Satin Matte Lipstick. This brand, you guys, I've always been amazed with the offers they run. They have so many good offers running on their website. You should definitely check them out. I've actually even got a free lipstick from this website because of the survey, which a lot of you guys have let me know about, and the offers on this website. I actually had no idea, and my subscribers were the ones who actually let me know. So these lipsticks are already really affordable, but you get additional 40% discount if you use this coupon code, and you have to pay 0 for shipping. Okay, so I don't really know how many brands do this where they give you so much of discount and offers running. Anyways, talking about this lipstick, this is what the packaging looks like. It's so nice and sleek, and I picked up the shades that I felt were the best for my skin tone and my preference. But of course they have so many different nude shades, deeper shades. You can pick up whatever you like. Now the formula of these lipsticks is such that it is not glossy as a cream, but not extremely drying like a matte lipstick. It is in between, and that's the reason they've named it Satin Matte Lipstick. And it's not at all drying on the lips. That's what I absolutely love. It has a beautiful sheen on your lips, so you don't really have to use additional products like a lip gloss or anything. And if you are someone who's tired of using lipsticks that dry your lips out, lipsticks or liquid lipsticks, you should definitely try this out because it's lightweight, but the pigmentation is intense, like one swipe, intense pigmentation. And the lasting power of this is pretty good. It does transfer quite a bit because it has that satin finish, but it doesn't really like fade away from your lips. It does leave a beautiful stain by the end of the day as well. I have, of course, been reaching out for this lipstick regularly because of the formula of this, because it's lightweight, because it's non-drying, and I just love the finish of this. And one thing I would like to mention is no matter what the lipstick is, make sure to exfoliate your lips really well before you apply any lipstick. And this one is a boon for people who have very dry lips like me, like who their lips just get chapped and dry throughout the day. This one doesn't add on to your woes. It doesn't make it even worse. It doesn't add on to that situation. That is something I really love. Now coming to the shades I picked up, the first one that I have is called Dead to Me, which is a beautiful plummy berry shade, really pigmented, not one bit patchy. I really like how this one looks, and this would definitely suit a lot of different skin tones depending on your preference, of course, but it's not like too bold. So it's a very wearable deep shade. And then I have the shade called Pretty Little Liars. This is a nice berry toned pink shade, something that is very wearable on a daily basis. I absolutely love this shade. I picked up the shades that I knew that I would definitely reach out for the most. And then I have the shade called Wild Wild Country. This is a more muted pink shade, which works more like a nude shade for people of my skin tones, and of course for people of deeper skin tones as well. If you are of a lighter skin tone and have more like a pink tone in your lips, like the pigmentation of your lips is naturally pink, this would turn out to be a little bit deeper, but a beautiful shade, and you can wear this on a daily basis again. And then my absolute favorite shade, one because of the name, it's Friends, which I watch on repeat almost every day, and this shade is beautiful. What a burnt like brick kind of a shade. It has a little bit of red, a little bit of brown, a little bit of orange. This shade reminds me so much of MAC Marrakesh, and I feel like the formula of this is even better than that, because that can dry your lips out eventually, but this one, it's the same. It doesn't suck out the moisture from your lips, and literally for a fraction of the cost, like about a quarter of the price. And this would pair really well with warm toned eye makeup, warm toned clothing as well, and it just matches, it gels pretty well. So yeah, I feel like these lipsticks are so underrated, and that's the reason I absolutely felt the need to mention them in today's video. I will make sure to leave the product links in the description box below, so make sure to check them out and use this coupon code to shop with additional discount. So this coupon code is valid on the MyGlamm website as well as their app, and you don't really have to pay anything for shipping. So yeah, I will make sure to leave everything in the description box below, so make sure to check them out. Let's move on to the next product. I'm going to be talking about this one. This is the Anastasia foundation. This one is their Luminous foundation. Initially, when this one was launched, there was not really like very good reviews, but I was always intrigued with this foundation because I somehow, I felt like from the swatches I saw online, I felt like this would work really well for my skin type, that is normal to dry skin. And I feel like it is exactly like that. If you have normal to dry skin, if you have texture issues, if you have mature skin, you would really love this foundation. It is not extremely like glowy, like dewy looking, but it's not very matte. It has a very, very nice finish. It's what I have on my face right now as well. It makes my skin look like skin, but it adds really good coverage without making it cakey, without clinging on to anything. And I wore this the entire day during like summer months as well, and it was not looking too bad, which I really like in this foundation. And I picked this one up in the shade 360C, which is really dark for my skin tone. So I mix it in with the LA Girl white foundation, which I always found to be of a waste, but right now I'm finding a lot of use out of this because most of my foundations are a little bit darker than my skin tone. And I find like mixing it with this white foundation helps because it doesn't alter the finish, the consistency of this foundation. So you can pick up your shade because a lot of the shades are available right now, but when I wanted to buy it was not. You can find this on Bodis for a flat 20% off, and you can use an additional coupon code. I think it was Hello15, where you get additional discount and pick up your right shade match. I feel like you shouldn't sleep on this foundation, especially like if you are a bride, you have a special occasion to attend, or you're just in general looking out for a foundation like this, and you can get it on an additional discount because the MRP of this is really expensive. It is 4,500, but with the discount you can get it for like around 3,300 rupees. So I feel like it's worth it. Some shades are on a flat 50% off, so if you are that lucky one, you can find it at that price, but I couldn't. I could get it for a flat 20% off, I think, and that's the reason I picked it up. And that pairs really well with another underrated product. I feel like, yeah, there are few people who talk about this, but not a lot of people like mention this moisturizer. This is, I think, like my 7th or 8th tube of this moisturizer. I did go ahead and buy the 500 ml one because I don't want to keep repurchasing it. This one is the Bioderma Autoderm cream. It is amazing for people with dry skin. It doesn't trigger anything on my face. It is fragrance free. It is good for people with sensitive skin, and this works like a charm throughout the year. You don't really have to switch up your moisturizer depending on your weather type. Just usage, like the usage amount you could probably reduce during summer months, but I've always gone ahead with this very lavishly. I've used this underneath most of my makeup products. It works really well. Such a good moisturizer. If you have normal to dry skin and you're like, what can I do for my makeup products to look better, for them to glide on a little bit better, invest in a very good moisturizer like this and you would thank me later. I'm out of this as well. And then another foundation, which I don't really have a demo of this in today's video, but I have demoed this in my haul video, which I'll link it right here. This one is a Daily Forever 52 Ultra Definition Liquid Foundation. This is amazing for anyone who wants a good foundation on a budget, like half the price of the Anastasia one. This is a little bit more matte, I feel, compared to the Anastasia foundation, but it adds that beautiful HD finish to your skin. Doesn't cling on to anything, adds beautiful coverage. I got this one in the shade Caramel again. You guys can see clearly. The problem with this particular brand is that you can't really guess your shade right. Sometimes maybe you can find the closest shade, but it's not so often that you can find your exact shade match, and that's the reason I messed up right here. But yeah, I'll anyways mix it in with my white foundation and get it to work. But this is again a really, really nice product, and I think you would even like it if you are a makeup artist, because you get 60 ml of product. You wouldn't run out of this really fast. You don't need just like 1 or 2 pumps, and you get pretty much like medium high coverage with this. a really good foundation. And then for concealer, I have this one. This is from the brand called Fashion Color. This, I just tried it out in a whim, and I really like this concealer one because it has a very thin formula where it doesn't really like look cakey underneath your eyes. It adds like light medium coverage. It wouldn't probably work for people with very intense dark circles, but I like it because it doesn't really crease as much. It doesn't really cake as much. I really like this one, and I know I did pick up the wrong shade. I got the shade 03. Maybe I should have gone for a shade lighter. Sometimes, 02 doesn't mean that it would be light. Maybe it'd be darker, because that's how it is with the Daily Forever 52 foundation. It's like smaller the numbers, darker the shades, bigger the numbers, lighter the shades sometimes, and then there's a mix up as well. I wish it was more in order, so I'm not very sure. That shade aside, I really like this concealer. It's lightweight, it's amazing, and yeah, don't expect too much coverage with it. And then moving on to some blush. This one is the NY Bae blush, cream blush, and what is this shade? Okay, it's called Joyous Brown. I picked this one up from purple.com, and I had no expectation for this, but I love this blush. This is a beautiful like orangish brown shade, and you have to apply a little more than usual for it to show up on your cheek, especially if you're blending it with a brush. And once you do that, it adds this very soft, glowy look, not too wet looking where it feels like you're sweating or like you're looking oily, but it adds that very nice glow, something you can use on a daily basis again, and it is quite long lasting. I really like this shade. And then moving on to another blush. This one is the Blue Heaven blush. I have this in two shades, Roasted Berry, Rosy Dusk. Very identical shades, so just pick one, because both of these are like a little bit more pink on the cheek, and this is what I have blended in with the NY Bae blush, and I really like how it looks. It adds that very subtle dewiness. It's not too matte, not too cakey. It doesn't cling on to your texture or anything. It just gives you that smooth finish, something you can use again on a daily basis. And then for highlighter, I have this Iba Get Set Glow highlighter. This is again a pretty recent discovery for me, but I really like it. It is what I have on my face right now. It has very subtle shimmer particles, something that you can't even see as much. Like even if you were to come really close, you still can't see. It looks like it's a glow from within kind of a product, and it's what I have on my cheek. The only problem for me with this is that it has a like very subtle pink tint. I wish it was more like warm golden or something like that, but on the face you can't really make out. It's not like clashing with my skin tone. It's not contrasting. So definitely look into this if you're looking for more like natural looking highlighters, because I have made videos about that twice. Once, I think about a year ago, where I spoke about highlighters that don't really have like big glitter particles, shimmer particles. I will link that right here. And of course, another time when I discovered newer products, things that I wanted to include in that video, I have done an updated version of that, again linking it here. If I were to do another updated version, this would definitely be there in that. Speaking about some eyebrow products, I have to mention this Anastasia brow pomade. I feel like maybe back in the day a lot of people spoke about this, and then just like it faded away, of course, with newer products, newer introduction in products. But if you want your eyebrow hair to stay in place, and especially if you have like sparse eyebrow hair and you want to fill it in very precisely, you should look into this, especially with the shades that they have. It's really nice. I have the shade Soft Brown. It works pretty well for my eyebrow hair color, and I don't really like very dark shades because I have thicker brows and it will look very stark. It will look like, very harsh and rude, and yeah. So sometimes I feel like my eyebrows are looking at me like this. So that's the reason I try to go for more softer tones. This would really work out for a lot of you guys. And I am someone who I don't really like to use too many products, and I want like one product to maybe solve two purposes. And I feel like because it's a brow pomade, it does hold your eyebrow hair in place. It doesn't like droop down. But in case it doesn't, you can try this one out, which is again a super amazing, like affordable, underrated product. I don't know where I was going to end up with that. Super amazing. So this one is the Blue Heaven Sculpt and Set Brow Gel. This is what I have right now as well, and this is something I use just on its own. It adds a subtle tint but keeps the eyebrow hair in place. It looks more soft, more diffused, so I really like this. This one is in the shade brown. It does look a little bit red tone, but once I like nicely blend it into my eyebrow hair, I don't think you can see it as much. Now, in case you guys were like wondering, what is that I have on my eyes? What is that eyeshadow palette? Or in case even if you're not wondering, I'm going to talk about it now. This is the LA Girl eyeshadow palette. This one is the LA Girl Pro Mastery eyeshadow palette. I got this because of the pan size. I like such big eyeshadow palettes, especially something that come with a big mirror. I'm not going to show you guys everything. Like, this is the size of the mirror. You guys can see the situation of this palette is not very good. It came shattered, so I need to fix it. But if I were to sit and fix all the broken eyeshadow palettes, I think I would take an entire day, because that's how many eyeshadow palettes have arrived broken. I never got any refund, replacement, no help for this, okay? But that aside, I love this eyeshadow palette. Love, okay, that's a bigger emotion, which means it's that good. The pan size, super. You can see the shade selection, really nice. I'll also try to insert a picture maybe, which I always mention but I forget, but I'll try to insert a picture. There is really good transition shades, really nice shimmer shades. Like, just look at the shimmer shade. So soft yet so nice and shimmery looking. This is how I like my shimmer shades, not like the ones in the mass newer eyeshadow palettes. Not like that. This is how it should be. It should have that sheen, it should have that punch. You don't really have to use too many products just to get that shimmer to pop. Okay, you can apply it with your fingers or with your brush. Both ways works really well. Matte shades are so soft, not too much fallout on your eye. Like, when you put your brush in, there's a little bit of kickback, but there's no fallout on your face. And just look at this shimmer. What is this magic? What? No, it's not magic and all. This is how shimmer shades should be. I dislike it when shimmer shades just look like another matte shade. They're like, I don't want to show up. Like, no, I want it to be like this, like active, like public. Come on, let's show up and steal the show. So this is how it should be. Absolutely love it. It's not just those shades. Every single shade in this eyeshadow palette is so good. So yeah, the MRP of these eyeshadow palettes are a little bit like pricey, okay? But I picked it up for around 1,000 or less than that. Sometimes there are those kind of offers on HOK Makeup, Amazon. And they also have a couple of different variants that I am now very intrigued to try out, because this eyeshadow palette easily surpasses a lot of high-end eyeshadow palettes, let me tell you. And then a mascara, which is not underrated by any means. I know a lot of people have talked about it. A lot of people have mentioned that they love this one. This is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara, but I just want to give a shout out from my end because I am loving it off late. Initially, I didn't like it as much, but I really like it. It's what I have on my eyes right now. It gives really good length and volume. Really good mascara. Not very clumpy, but it is not waterproof. I have noticed that, like, the minute there's a little bit of water that touches your eye, it's all over your face, literally, like under eye area. Beautiful black stains. Next up, let's talk about some skincare products. This one is the Pilgrim Zit Zapper Anti-Acne Gel. I don't know if I've mentioned this previously, but I anyways am going to mention this one more time. I think you'll also see it in another video. This is a really nice product if you have very big zits, painful zits that are not coming down. You know, when you have that zit that doesn't come down no matter what, it's just getting more and more aggressive and more like bulky on your face. This one, it's like a spot acne gel. Use it just where you have painful zits, and I think this would help you a lot, because for me, when I had that extremely painful zit, it subsided in 2 days. Like, I had to use it two days in a row every night, and by the third day it was a lot less painful. It's not like it vanished, but it reduced, and it was not like getting worse. That's what I mean by this. So this is a really nice product to own, and I think it's a product that anyone can own. It's not only for people with oily, acne prone skin, because we are not that good with our diet and we don't know what we're going to eat. We don't know when all of this is going to arrive on our face, so keep it ready. And then a perfume, of course. This is a perfume I just recently mentioned. This one is the Insight Heartbeat perfume. It has floral fruity notes to it. Not the most long lasting perfume, but pretty good for the price. This is like 199 rupees and can find it on discount for around 150 rupees. You get 30 ml of product and it smells divine. I make sure to use this on my fabric, not so much on my skin. But I really love the scent of this, and it's pleasant, it's subtle, yet it makes you feel refreshed. Such an underrated product, but so good. You know, sometimes affordable perfumes don't turn out the way I like it to. It's just too powdery, too rosy, but this one was such a pleasant surprise. Literally, like, the scent is pleasant, the surprise was pleasant as well. And then my Chumbak Moonlit Stroll. I know I spoke about the Woodland Breeze perfume back then, and now I've found a liking to this, and I have really been loving how this one smells. I will leave the notes on the screen. Beautiful, has a nice vanilla coffee kind of a scent, a little bit of spiciness to it as well, but not overpowering. And this is the kind of scent that I can see myself reaching out for. I'm not someone who likes anything a little bit spicy, musky. I don't like it, but this one, it just definitely does work out a lot better than the Woodland Breeze perfume. Right now I like this one more than that. And I know it is pricey. It's just 15 ml and you have to pay $4.95 for this, but if there's any discount you can pick it up, otherwise just let that go. No, I was gonna say with that be complete. No, this is one product I think, oh my god, this would benefit so many people. This one is the Sanfe Deep Purifying Nose Strips. So this you get, I think, 10 numbers or 6 numbers, yeah, which is not that much, but it's also really affordable. This one is for 199 rupees, so you get 6 sheets in this. So this is how it looks. I have used it up pretty much, so I just have 2 of it left. And this works like a charm for stubborn blackheads. I had so much blackhead that it was visible, and like if I applied any foundation on top of that, it used to cast like a shadow kind of appearance because it was so dark and stubborn. So I used this twice, and I can say that my blackhead situation right now, I'm so proud of. It's non-existent on my nose. So now I have gone ahead and started to use really good like salicylic acid. I feel like this situation has gotten better with this product and the conjunction of those products, and so far it's so good. So yeah, with that I pretty much complete everything. I'm so amazed with some of these products, and also I feel like you guys should look into these products, and I think it'll catch your attention as well. So I'll make sure to leave all the product links in the description box below, of course, along with the lipsticks, the links for the lipsticks, the coupon code, and everything in the description box below. So make sure to check that out for all the details, and if any other coupon code, anything exists, I will make sure to leave it in the description box below. So while you're checking all of that out, make sure, do not forget, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.